My name is Evelyn Corrigan and I am a cancer survivor. In October 1989, 19 and a half years ago at the age of 52, I was diagnosed with very early stages of cancer of both breasts. I had a very proactive doctor who I went to for years, and for many years I had needle biopsies, many tumors removed and cysts removed. And finally, I faithfully went for mammographies, and I went to him, and he said he wanted to call me back, but he didn't think the news was good. So a couple days later, after he got all the films and everything, he called me into his office, and he said, I really would advise you at this time to have double mastectomies. And of course, I wasn't really receptive to that. I didn't want to hear that. But I knew that over all the years that I had struggled with it and had the anxiety of finding a new lump, that the day would come. And so when I told him, let me think about it, he said, I'll tell you what, I would really like you to go and talk to the radiologist and see the films, and then maybe you can make a determination. And so I went to the radiologist, and he showed me films from the past, and showed him all the way through to the present. And then he sat down and he said, Evelyn, if you were my wife, my advice would be to go into the hospital and have double mastectomies as soon as possible. So then I had to go home and tell my family. And I can remember it was a long drive, and I cried all the way home. And I told my husband, and he was waiting for me. And I told him the story. And he looked at me and he said, if that's what they recommend, then honey, that's exactly what you need to do. So then we told all the children, and I made arrangements to go into the hospital. And my doctor advised me on the surgeon, and I also had reconstructive surgery afterwards, so he advised me on who to have for the plastic surgeon. I had a total of 18 and a half hours of surgery. The surgeon removed all the diseased tissue, and when he completed that, then the plastic surgeon came in and did the reconstruction with implants, and that was it. Then a couple days later, the plastic surgeon came in to check me and discovered that one of the implants had gone out of the pocket, and took me back to surgery and had to redo that. And then the day that I was supposed to go home, and I was so looking forward to that, she found that the other side had gone out of the pocket, and she had to redo that. And finally, after a few more days in the hospital, I was able to go home. I'm so blessed that I had a proactive doctor. I'm so glad that I kept up on all my appointments, and I went through with the surgery because I'm cancer-free. I am here today because of the fact that I did take care of the needs that with my doctor. And my family was just incredible through the whole time. So supportive. I have 5 children, and they just could not have been more supportive. And my husband was always there for me. I guess the most wonderful experience I had was not only the wonderful supportive family that I have, but my best friends and lots of co-workers and neighbors. Everyone inspired me to get well and to keep on trying to get out of the depressed state that I was in. And today I just feel so blessed because over the years we've had several grandchildren, and to watch them grow up and to be honored to have my family around me has meant so very much to me. The reason I felt so encouraged to come today and do this interview was because if I could help one person understand how important it is that they go and get treatment and keep up with their treatment so that they're diagnosed at early stages, because of it today I am just so happy, so well. I continue to go see my doctors, but I'm just in a place that is just so perfect with my family, my children, my grandchildren, and recently we've had 2 great-grandchildren. And so I'm just very, very blessed. And again, I just want to say early detection is the key to being diagnosed early, and to be to the point where I didn't even have to have chemotherapy because they operated on me and got all the diseased tissue. And so I'm just very blessed and very happy to have this opportunity to be able to talk to all the people that might be dragging their feet a little bit about going. Please take care of yourself and make sure that you go and get mammograms often as your doctor requests you to do so. I know that there are so many women that have breast cancer, and some are going through a very, very difficult time in their life. And I want you to know that because of all the support that is out there, even 19 years ago, my support made it easier for me to face the situation and get through it. And Walk for the Cure in Cleveland, and all the people that donate their time and work so hard to help all of us. There's sisterhood out there. Everywhere you look, there's somebody with a story. I've met so many people over the years that have a story to tell. Some of them have had a lot of difficult times, more than I did. I was very blessed, and believe me, I thank God all the time. My faith has been very, very important to me. And I wanted to say one other thing. I had a priest. Maybe some of you have a minister or a priest or someone you can talk to. I had a very special priest, and I used to go to him all the time and talk to him. And he was just such an inspiration to me. And I just want to say God bless all of you, and I hope all of you have good stories to tell.